Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. Last week, the BR School District held a budget hearing for fiscal year 20. The meeting revealed that the budget could be tight, but according to Superintendent Derek Swenson, there's still time to adjust the town's respective assessments.
This is not a budget that I feel serves either population well. So I do encourage our town leaders to really think about the assessments and see if there's any way that some changes could be made moving forward.
The budget shows a deficit of just under $4 million, but according to school committee member Julie Sclaparis, that will be made up through school choice, base, free cash, and the circuit breaker fund. However, that still leaves a $400,000 shortfall, and to prevent any layoffs or the elimination of extracurricular activities, including sports, the district will use money from the E&D account and other revolving funds. This is something that the district warns should not be repeated in future budget cycles. The Bridgewater assessment is currently 3.4% more than the assessment from FY19, and Rainham's is just under 3.3%. The two assessments are part of a budget that totals just over $72.5 million without debt. The budget also revealed that there will be no new teachers, education support professionals, and no social-emotional support physicians. Residents and elected officials from Bridgewater and Rainham spoke during the open forum on the need to focus on social and emotional concerns for the students in the district.
We're facing an anxiety epidemic in America among our youth. I think we need to address that, and to not have those psychological needs met, especially with the 27 students in a classroom, that's a safety concern because students will fall through the cracks. And I don't want any of our children to fall through that crack.
I will say that the meeting that we had a few months ago, where the social emotional element of the budget certainly hit core with a lot of us, certainly to me. So I hope that we can work together to try to do something so you can address at least some of that needs going forward in fiscal 20.
There was a sense of frustration among residents and the local governments from both towns over the regional district's budget assessment, including one man who said he's contemplating finding a new school system for his 7-year-old daughter, also citing the lack of attendance from the Finance Committee.
They're representing us. They should be here to talk the piece, but they're not. And that bothers me. And that's why I'm contemplating, leaving a town that I love for the last 5 years, because I want to find something better for my kids, because that's what my whole life is about making sure that my kids get the best education possible. And I'm just really concerned about that. It's just really telling that no one else is here tonight to talk to us about the actual budget.
There will be a joint budget subcommittee meeting Wednesday night at 6:30 in the lecture hall at the high school. We won't have the meeting live, but we will have the replay for you online at btvaccess.com, and you can watch a budget hearing on the website as well. The list of candidates is official for the annual town election, and you're looking at the candidates on your screen, and the council seats are all uncontested, including Matthew Rushton, who is expected to take over Council President Ted Haley's seat. Richard Florence is running uncontested for a seat on the BR School Committee on the Bridgewater side, and barring a write-in, Florence would take over Julie Sclaparis' spot on the committee. There will be one contested race, and that's for 3 seats on the library trustees. Nancy Sarno and Janet Dye are the incumbents, while Danielle Oliari and Matthew Gerritsen are also seeking election to the trustees. There will be a ballot question on the Home Rule Charter on whether or not to accept changes to the charter. The election will take place on April 27th at the Bridgewater Middle School, formerly the Regional High School, 166 Mount Prospect Street. The candidates have been contacted to take part in Candidates Corner, and if any of them take part, we'll have them on Bridgewater Now throughout the next few weeks. And finally, something to put in your calendar coming up in the next few weeks. A local popular event is set to return as the Bridgewater Academy Lions will hold their 31st annual Indoor Antiques Craft Fair Flea Market on April 13th from 9 to 2 at the old BR High School. There will be antiques, collectibles, vintage and handcrafted jewelry, and other homemade items. The Lions will also be collecting used eyeglasses and hearing aids for recycling. Proceeds from the event will go towards community programs, scholarships, and Lions charities. Admission is just $1, with children under the age of 12 getting in for free with an adult. Thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck.